guys, welcome back. This is Rando Geek. Alright guys, so what I want to do is go over my Pixel 6a and I want to give you an honest review of it from 6 months later. So I bought this phone at the end of October. At the time, there was a Black Friday deal, so I paid $299 and I purchased it from Amazon. Originally, this phone goes for $449 out of the box. That's the retail price. So as I talk about this phone, I'm going to be comparing it to, I'm going to be comparing the specs and then comparing it to what you're paying, the original price. And then I'll tell you why I think it might be worth less. All right, so first things first, I want to say it's an excellent phone. All right, giving you my honest opinion, it's a great phone. 99% of the time, it feels very smooth. You don't really notice any jitters or bugs. Not any application crashing. None of that. There's been 2 instances that I recall where the screen has freezed. Not really sure why it just freezed. It did it once, it wasn't so bad. And then the second time, it was a little more severe. I actually had to boot the phone down. I had to hold the volume key down, power key down, and actually just reboot it because it was stuck. Again, I don't know what happened. Those were the 2 instances of where I noticed some weak performances with the phone. Other than that, nothing. That hasn't happened in a while. As far as the display, it's a 60 hertz refresh rate. I would have liked to seen a 90 hertz refresh rate, and I know someone's gonna say, well, it's a budget phone. If they give you the 60 hertz, then what are they gonna put in the Pro or the Pixel 6, right? So I get that, but I guess where I'm coming from is, well, maybe in today's technology, especially at a $449 price point, maybe this should have a 90 hertz refresh rate, and the 6 should have a 120 hertz refresh rate, and the Pro should have a 144 hertz refresh rate, is where I'm getting at. So again, love the phone, but I would have liked to see a 90 hertz refresh rate, especially since there are some cheaper phones that are giving you that. The Moto G 5G Stylus 2022 is one of those phones giving you a 120 hertz refresh rate, and it's less money. So it doesn't affect the phone. It honestly performs it still performs very smooth, but obviously with that 90 hertz refresh rate, it would be even smoother. The screen size. This phone has a 6.1 inch screen. It's not terrible, but it does feel small, and it does feel a little amateur because of that. It's adequate. It does the job, but in today's technology, I think I can speak for many of us that want a decent screen size. Not everybody's going for the 6.8 inch screens. I know a lot of people feel that's overdoing it. But I think that if they would have put the screen size somewhere between 6.3 or 6.4, that would have been perfect. Now I know that that's not easy to do because the 6 has the 6.4 inch. However, what they should do is they should have made the 6A 6.3. They could have made the 6 a 6.5 or 6.6 even, and then the Pro 6.8. So that would have been nice, because I have a OnePlus 6, which is a 6.3 inch screen, and if I compare them side by side, just that little bit more of space makes a difference, believe it or not. You're watching a YouTube video we're playing a game, you do notice that. Like you want some more real estate, you know? You want to be able to enjoy your phone and read your emails and, like I said, videos and games. You want a clear vision of that. So that would have been cool. Battery life, pretty good. I think if you use this phone all day long and you do adequate adequate usage, you're gonna get pretty much a whole day's worth of charge. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good battery. It does last. It doesn't drain easy. Even when you're using it, it holds up. So I like the battery. I think it does a good job. I think it's a good battery. So I think you'll be very satisfied with that. Applications run smooth. Processor is good. Of course, you're getting the updates, which is one of the most enjoyable parts of owning a Pixel and being part of the Pixel gang is you get the updates before all the other Android users. Pixel gets taken care of first. And I gotta be honest, that was my main reason for buying a Pixel. I was getting tired of being behind on Android versions. I have a Motorola One 5G Ace, which is an amazing phone. Okay, I'm gonna do a review on that phone too. Amazing phone. Big screen, big battery. One of the first 5G phones at a budget price. Excellent phone, but it's on Android 11 and it will never get another update. And for that reason, people are going to disrespect the phone, unfortunately, and say it's no good. It's an excellent phone. If Moto launched even Android 12 on that phone would have another year and a half of life, where it would be considered new technology still, or newer technology. So, Pixel 6a. I like it. I like it a lot. At $449 for the current specs, a little too much. $299 is better. If those features I had mentioned were added, let's say they were launching those features on the 7A, some of those features are going to be there. The 90 hertz refresh rate will be on the 7A. The screen, from what I'm told, is still going to be a 6.1. We'll see today. The Google launch event is today. We'll find out. But more than likely, they're going to keep the screen 6.1 just to keep the 7 and the Pro competitive. That's why you got to pay more for that bigger screen. It's one of the features that they're selling. So if they did a little bit of rearranging, a little compromising, gave a little bit more, then the 7A series would be a banger. Now, rumor has it the 7A is going to be the last of the A series. I hope that's not true. But, if it is, hopefully they'll find a way to make the 8 a little more affordable when that comes out. So, I don't know. I guess the A series doesn't really sell enough for them to keep it. Now, that's the rumor that I heard. I don't know how much of that is true. I guess we're going to find out, right? But that's my take on this phone. Holding it now, feels good. The fingerprint sensor, not bad, not great. But that's what a lot of the Pixel devices, I do want to touch up on that. It could be better. Also, I would have liked to see Face Unlock. Even the cheapest phones offer that. So, I guess what I'm saying with this device, and I'll be honest with Pixel devices, is they have an amazing amount of potential. If you buy the 7 Pro, without a doubt, that's like the beast phone. That is like true Android in a nutshell. You cannot go wrong with that. That'll beat the S23 Ultra simply because if you're an Android fan and you want the purest Android experience, that's the phone to get, right? Massive camera, massive body, all the updates, pure, beautiful Android experience. something like the 7A or the 6A, it gives you a taste of what that experience is. So if Google were to rearrange some of the specifications a little bit, compromise a little better, I think they would sell even more of these devices, which would make them even more competitive against the giants like iPhone and the Samsung series. I know that they don't want to feel like they're selling themselves too short, but think about it. Think about it like this. You cut the price a little bit, or you at least beef it up. Add some more of those, add some more of that technology that everybody wants. Google knows what people want. Believe me, their employees are on Reddit every day. They're reading. So it would be nice if they took some of those suggestions and just built a phone for the people. Build that phone for the Google Android lovers. And I'm telling you, they would do even better. That's my personal experience. Looking at it from where I'm standing, like I said, the 6A, excellent phone, not perfect, but it could have been better. It could have been better, especially when they're coming out with a price tag at $449, which isn't that cheap. It's not expensive, but it's not cheap. So adding those additional features would have been great. So I think the 7A obviously will be a better version. Probably the only thing I would say is not going to be so enticing is the screen size. 6.1 inch. I'm not a fan of a screen that small. 6.3 would be better. Obviously, I like the larger screens. My Moto G5 Stylish 22 is a 6.8 inch screen. 6.8 inch. It's a beast. And, personally, I like those large phones. I'm used to them. But, a 6.3, 6.4, that's a sweet spot. So that's my take on this phone. I definitely think if you're looking for a budget Pixel phone, you can't go wrong. Look for the deals. Make sure you're not paying more than $300. Anything more than that, don't bother. Wait for the 7A. If you're gonna spend more, you might as well wait for the 7A, just because you'll get at least that higher refresh rate. There's a few other features coming in as well. So that's my take on it. Overall, I like it. I think it's a solid phone. And that's my review on this. All right, guys, I want to thank you for stopping by and listening. Please give this video a like. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. We'd love to have you part of the team. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.